real nice.
Don't just sit on your butts and watch YouTube all day. Oh no, wait a minute.
Don't want to use too much force because you don't want to get a domestic.
Best sister ever. Everything super, super. Whoa, there we go. Time to make something cool. Remember the other day we went out to John's Auto Salvage and we found us that 1959 F100 driver's side door. Well, we're going to work on that today. The weight distribution of the door, it'll kind of help us figure out where we want to get in there and maybe cut some of the stuff out just to make it a hanger. It's not going to be reused for a vehicle, at least I hope not, because we're going to cut the hell out of it. But maybe, I don't know. Other than that, we're gonna get this bad boy cleaned up, prepped up, and painted up. So let's go clean this thing. We're getting there. you gotta see this. Let me get the camera in position. I'll show you what just happened when I tried to fill up the bucket here. Let's see. This is great. Okay. Ready? Watch. Dude.
I say, sir, you seem to be peeing upon my leg.
Oh man, so that's cool. What the hell? Alright, so that was fun. It was actually kind of refreshing. But, man, we're just gonna hit this whole girl with some soap and water. Just dish soap. See what we can do with that. Should be pretty cool. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and get all this taken care of.
Alright, my favorite part. I want your focus to be right here, not right here. We're gonna descale this a little bit to see what kind of color is gonna come out from underneath all this rust and oxidation. I suspect we're gonna get quite a bit of this blue to pop up here. Now we don't want to take too much away, of course, but I think there's something really good looking hiding underneath. So let's check this out. Hopefully you guys can see it change. Leave this patch right here undone just so we can see. Now there's a couple things we could do here. We could hit this with a wax or a polish or buff it out. But any type of chemical we put on the surface of this, like any type of compound or sealant or oil or silicone or wax based anything, is going to cause our enamel to fisheye. So we don't want to clear coat or anything until after all the paint work's done, if in fact we do that. So it's kind of a catch-22, right? Everything says to do it this way, but it's almost the opposite. All right, let's see what we got. Any difference? Oh yeah.
It's cicada season. Can you hear them chirping? They're chirping their seal of approval on the patina of this door. Really happy and impressed with the amount of color that came out of this. If you look back at the original video and you look at the original door right there, it almost looked white, didn't it? Regardless, it's only going to get better from here. So here's where we're at. We're going to flip this guy over. We're going to figure out some weight distribution situation here, because we're going to hang this on the wall, so obviously we don't want it to rip out of the wall. And in the event that the owner wants to move it around, we want to make sure that they can do that and do that safely. So we're going to flip this guy over. I think we're probably going to cut out some of the structure of the back of the door and then figure out something to put on it so that nobody gets sliced open, because that would be ideal. Art is dangerous for sure.
This is my art and it is dangerous.
But it doesn't need to slice you open. So let's flip this guy over. I think we should be good with our current setup here. Let me move you back a little bit. Oh, look at that. Guess we had a little bit of water inside there. Probably clean the backside of this thing too. We might give it the sweet patina treatment. I don't know yet. Probably. Oh, also real quick, you might notice a slight change in the audio. I've noticed as I upload and edit these videos I'm a heavy breather and I make a lot of noise.
I'm sorry, can you stop breathing so loud, honey? He's like...
So I decided to get rid of the lapel mic and just go with the camera mic to see if I can eliminate some of that. Let me know how that works out. If you like to hear me breathe, well, that's fine, but that's a different website entirely. Alright. I say that way too much, man. It's funny when you're on camera and you're trying to be mindful of certain things. You just, they're so intertwined into who you are and how you speak and your mannerisms that it's almost near impossible. Whatever, man. Just deal with it. Alright. So this access hole for all the internals, I think maybe we're going to extend that. Just to lose some of the weight from this. We don't want to lose too much of the structure that holds it all together. But we definitely need to lose some weight. So probably we're going to rip it right along here. And then we need some tape. Come on, Nova, let's have some fun. So you might be asking yourself, or you might not, how does a Buick Olds and Pontiac guy, and sometimes Dodge, have a dog named Nova? Well, that's the name that she came with. She was a rescue. And we just tell everybody that it's the other kind of Nova, like the spacey kind. So we call her Supernova. Alright, I'm going to map this out with some tape and see what we can come up with. We're going to follow this tape line on the outside all the way down here, over this way, to here, zip up, over, up, back, all along that, removing this whole centerpiece, and hopefully losing a little bit of weight. I think with what we left, there should be plenty of structural integrity. It's not like it's being used other than hanging on the wall. So we're gonna go ahead and rip that out and yeah, do the thing to the, yep, do the thing to the thing. Yep. We got that guy out, all except for that far corner. There we go. Prep, demolition, alteration, fabrication, whatever the hell you want to call it. It's done. Oh yeah, dude. We good. We is good. Cool. Well, that's it for now. Party on. And we're back. And we're back at it. Today, we're jumping back on the ranch door, which is from a 1959 Ford F100. And we're painting this up for a client. So let's get you up to speed. And you've seen this before. I've done a couple doors by now, actually quite a few. So we're not going to draw out the process. We're just going to jump right in and get our hands dirty. But in case you don't remember, let me remind you. First, we hunt. We go to the junkyard, we find what we need, bring it home. Then we prep. By prep, we clean it up, expose the patina, and do anything else that we need to do for the application of the door. Sometimes we gut them completely so we can lighten them to hang on a wall or to put on a stand. It's different every time. After the prep, we transfer. Art, image, logo, usually I have it ready to go. And then we paint it. Duh. And of course, when we're done with that, we have to put our autograph on there because you gotta own that shit. And then finally, depending on if it's a stand or a wall, in this instance it's going to be a wall hanger, we have to fab the wall mount. So we hunt, we prep, we transfer, we paint, we autograph, we hang. In other words, we that's what I like to call it. Actually, I just made that up, but we'll call it that if you want. Anyway, we're gonna jump right in. We're kind of set up here, up on easel with the door. Projector, laptop, iPad. Image rendered, laid out in the iPad. From the iPad up to the cloud.
It's in the cloud. It's in the cloud.
Down to the laptop. We pull it up on the laptop. From the laptop, we go to the projector. Let's make sure the projector is on the proper source, which is HDMI. There we go. Any minute. And there we go. Now, the proportions aren't exact on this, so I'm going to break it up into a couple spots here. I'm going to walk in front. I'm going to maximize our main logo, and once I'm happy with the size and the placement of that, squaring it up, of course, vertically and horizontally. Then I'll come back in, I'll get my lettering down, established 2021, Hillsboro, Texas, and then we're going to paint. First, we measure. Next, we project. Cornstarch, enamel, and clear coat. And you can dry brush, totally cool, super acceptable. And again, let me stress that my way isn't the only way, it's just how I've learned how to do it. And at the end of the day, if I don't like the results, I can come back with some steel wool or some Scotch Brite and I can add a little bit of distressing to it. So, let's do it. Man, I wish I could tell you I'm feeling it today, guys, but I'm just not. I'm trying to get into it. I don't know what's going on. I just, I don't know, man. Some days you got it and some days you don't, you know? But we're gonna push through. We're gonna figure this out. I'm gonna finish getting set up here, getting my brush selected, cleaned out and ready to go. And I don't know. Let's I guess we'll see what happens. Got our number 10 Tilly quills from the Mac Brush Company, made exclusively for Mr. Todd Hansen. All right, let's see what we can get going here. Let me get rid of this watch. Load that brush. Oh yeah, load it. Just push the enamel into those hairs. Yeah, soak it up like sponge. Alright, I'll probably keep you guys with me here for the first couple strokes. You know what? We got a trick. Hold on one second. A little scotch tape. Nice little piece of scotch tape for those runoffs. Doesn't have to be perfect. I'm not going for perfect, but good place to start. There we go. Alrighty. There we go. Fan that brush out and just pull it all the way through. Got our little ditch right here, so we're going to pull away from the ditch. Already tell by the lack of opacity, because we cut this with clear, that it's going to look real nice. But we kind of want them brush strokes to stick, to shine through, help with that edge. Ready? Bam! Look at that, nice and sharp. Nice and sharp. Alright, so let's go ahead and kick this up a notch, and I'll see you on the other side. Well, that wasn't too bad now, was it? I was getting all worried. I was almost thinking I had to like look up some old Bob Ross footage or something just to get inspired. Although I did learn a really cool trick from him. You know, brush maintenance is super important. So when it comes to cleaning your brushes, you got your dirty wash, you got your clean wash. But first what I usually do is I will clean my brush on a rag, and it makes your rag look cool. Don't tell your wife that you used her washcloths though. Then dirty, then clean, and then you gotta wick out that extra reducer or mineral spirits or whatever you're using. So what I learned from old Bobby Ross was one of these tricks right here. Whoa. That was weird. Cheers. Best sister ever. I don't know what that means. We're back at it today. Working on that thing. Paint stuff. Whatever we can get done. Busy schedule. Lots to do. Tons of commissions. Tons of editing. So we're gonna just try to crank this thing out. By no means are we gonna rush, but we got shit to do. And shit don't do itself. And I apologize for all the S-bombs, but sometimes you just gotta. You know what I'm saying? I do appreciate everybody watching. We are watching the numbers grow daily, and that is phenomenal. And with that comes inspiration and motivation, more content, more goodies, whatever we can squeeze in to a 24-hour day, 18-hour workday, whatever. I mean, you know. So, you know all the little details here. You know how we prep, how we set up, how we prepare our paint, what brushes we're using and all that stuff. So, man, we're just gonna get in it. So put on your helmet, fasten them seat belts, and let's get Corso built. Man, I almost forgot. How are we supposed to paint a ranch door without ranch dressing? Little dabble do ya. Perfect. Don't forget to clean your brush properly. Paint goes all the way up the hairs and into the ferrule. Where's my rag? There's my rag. Take your handy little dish rag. Squeeze. Don't pull, because you'll pull the hairs right out of this thing. Squeeze the excess paint out of the brush before you dip it into your mineral spirits, or you're gonna be flying through mineral spirits. Dirty, less dirty. Give it a little swirl, 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 and then pinch. Squeeze that mineral spirits upward into the ferrule. So if you do have any paint that worked its way up in there, you can thin it and get it to run its way out. Just like that. Have your towels on standby here. Squeeze that out, then go back into your clean one and do the same thing. Now another neat little trick I like to do, hold on a second. Where'd it go? There it is. Take a clothespin and, you know, do the little squeeze and rinse a couple times, and then grab that brush just right up until that ferrule touches the mineral spirits, and just let it sit there for a couple minutes. That way it can weep its way up into that ferrule and break up any more paint that's accumulated up in there. So we're gonna let that sit for a second, and then I'm going to show you how to clean that out from there. It's been a couple minutes, so let's go ahead and remove the clothespin. Give it a couple dippy doos, not dippy don'ts. Squeeze it, and now you can see everything's coming out quite clear, so that's good. So we will go ahead and get all the excess back into our jar, and once again we will squeeze the excess out. There's always going to be a little bit that's left in there, and the only way to get that out is with a little bit of force. Now you don't want to use too much force because you don't want to get it domestic, but just a little bit of happy force. Happy force is like regular force, but you do it with a smile. And if you smile on the inside, you smile on the outside, and it makes the whole day better. That should be good. It's flared out, it looks relatively dry. Next thing that we do is we get a little bit of brush preservative oil, motor oil, linseed oil, whatever kind of oil. We just want to keep these hairs nice and damp so we can reshape it so it holds its shape, so we're ready to use it next time. I got some oil over here. And I just use brush oil from MAC because I use MAC brushes. So we'll dip it in there, soak it up. Again, we're going to squeeze that up into the ferrule. Just a refresher, the
part that connects the handle to the hairs, that's the ferrule. And I'm reshaping the brush. This is how it was designed to look. That's how we can get those nice tight corners and those nice crisp edges. And then I'll go ahead and put this up. Let me show you what we got here, and then we shall continue at a later date. Now we still have some patina to do, but you can tell it's a little bit thinner in some spots. You can see brush strokes, and that's perfect. That's exactly what we want. And we are going to embellish and expose that a little bit more after everything is dry. We still have our established, our date, and our location to go. We might throw some other stuff in there. I don't know just yet, but we'll figure it out. And as soon as I know, you'll know.
Welcome back, everybody. We last left off somewhere in this vicinity. That's dry. Before I get into exposing the patina and doing the business, we're gonna go ahead and project the other things on here. So I'm gonna set up the projector, get those things cast up onto the door, mark them out, and paint them. Now there's two different ways we can do this. Once we cast that up there, we can trace out what we want to paint onto the door. That way we can turn the projector off, or if you're quick enough with a brush, you can just paint while the projector's casting. And there's another way to do it. I probably won't do it that way because I'm not a super tech guy and all that stuff, and my computer always times out before I get finished. So we're gonna do it the other way. So hang in there, check it out, learn you something, earn you something, and who knows, maybe you could do this one day too. There you go. Good enough. The rest we will do on the fly with the brush, manipulating the shape of the brush, giving it a turn, giving it a twirl, making it our bitch. Yes, I said it. Well, let's paint. Oh, and what I'm going to do too is I'm just going to reuse the black we mixed up the other day. I'm going to take the skin off the top, reduce it just a little bit, and it should be good to go, and it'll match everything else. So there you go.
afraid it's patina time. That there patina is looking real nice.
It's real nice. I got it at Target. It's on sale.
To this battery thing, man, I got like 500 GoPro batteries, and maybe it's 10 minutes, maybe it's an hour, I don't know. It's different every time. Anyway, patina's looking good. We dig it. We still need to sauce the door, but we're not going to do that yet because we're still going to handle it a whole bunch. We still have to fabricate a hanging bracket. I'm probably not going to do a lot of footage on that because boring, right? The main thing was painting the door, picking the door and painting the door. One thing I will show you though, check this out. Whoa, whoa, calm down, calm down. What's up, everybody? Today we're gonna finish up the ranch door. Not much left to do. Just gonna sauce it. We gotta make our little hanging mechanism and then get this. Excuse me. Dude. Seriously? What's up, Daddy-o? I'm in the middle of recording. My bad. Thought we were doing the thing. Well, yeah, but not right now. Well, why not? You already dropped the hint, Daddy-o. I just hope we're not making a mistake. No mistakes, Daddy-o. Just happy little accidents. I guess. Well, cat's out of the bag. Thanks, Rob. Hey, guys. Take it away, Rob. I'm Rob Boss. Join me for my hot news segment. You done yet? Joy of pinstriping. Okay. Chill, Daddy-o. I'm almost done. Tune in to the Corsobuilt YouTube channel. Tune in for all sorts of pinstriping adventures. Definitely, Rob. It's gonna be a groovy time, Daddy-o. No, don't you have something to paint? I sure do, Daddy-o. Don't forget to check out Corsobuilt.com. Yeah, thanks, Rob. For some of the most far-out merch and hand-painted goodies out there.
Sorry about that.
Okay.
Now, where were we?
Bye, guys.
Oh yeah,
Have a groovy day.
we're gonna sauce this door and figure out the hanging mech, but you probably won't see that. And then we gotta get this thing to edit and get it up. So stay tuned. We're gonna go ahead and give this the final once over before we sauce it up. Just grab a little bit of happy ending detail spray from Sweet Patina in case we've accumulated any dirt, dust, grime, or grease. This will just get it off of there real quick, because you never know. The juice is loose. So this stuff's really easy to use. You wipe it on, and you wipe it off, and it smells good. It almost smells like carnauba wax. You know, that nice sweet smell and a good quality car wax. That's what it smells like. We'll just give it a little shake. Smells like amaretto. amaretto. Nice and sweet. I'm not using anything super. Whoa, there we go. We got plenty of juice there. Man, I'm gonna have to order me some more because I just put most of it on the floor. Maybe we can use it off the floor, I don't know. Guess I don't have to put any cologne on today. I'm gonna smell good all day long. All right, like I said, this is a wipe it on and a wipe it off kind of thing. So we wipe it on, we let it sit, and we wipe it off. Just working it in, nice and shiny. But we're gonna get rid of that here in a second. Let's see if we can catch the light at the right angle. There you go. Remember, we're going for sheen, not shiny. So we're gonna let that sit for a second. I'm gonna clean the floor. Man, I made a mess. I got rust and gold leaf and dog hair and shine juice. So that's kind of awesome. Well, we still got plenty left, so we're all right for now. Anyway, I'm gonna let this sit for a couple seconds, clean the floor, and then I'll bring you back in when we give it the second wipe. Always wipe twice. Just like Mr. Miyagi said, wax on, right hand. Wax off, left hand.
Wax on, right hand. Wax off, left hand.
And I'm not using anything special. I'm just using Blue Shop towels, the lint-free kind. You know how like you get those, they got those weird ones that are all linty, like they're recycled. But these are a lot better. What are these? These are Scott brand. Here we go. We got that nice satiny sheen. We got rid of that slippery when wet look. And I am afraid that that's gonna be it for this video. So please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, tell me what you like, tell me what you don't like, tell me what you want to see, tell me what you don't want to see, or just say hey, and I'll say hey back as best as I can. Anyway, that's it. Hope you dug it. Don't forget Corsobuilt.com for that groovy out of this world merch, as well as lots of hand painted goodies. I've got pinstripe saws up there, I've got wood cutouts, I've got panels, and I'll try to update that stuff as often as possible. There's a store you can check out through the store. If you want to check out the tattoo stuff, well, you go to the webpage, jump on the tattoo side of things and check it out. Come get tattooed. Come say hi. Come do something. Don't just sit on your butts and watch YouTube all day. Oh no, wait a minute. Totally do that. And then come check me out. Till next time. Later.